Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Dalton here from the gun. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have now moved out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a dump off here complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack by Jordan Willis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Jackson now, able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Here's Jackson. A dump off to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Dalton to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10.
Just looking at from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to give it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
He gets this one to Boyd.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Bullock will put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
They've got his man, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
57, Mike 57. Watch the run, watch the run. Go, go. 57 to Mike. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. This one taken from the 7.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. and they've had an ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Then the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jerome Baker able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Joe Mixon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. From midfield here, Dalton. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a game that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And they'll take the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Jackson now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That one complete to Elliott.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Jackson. And that's Elliott, complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Dalton. He's got Green. And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since